Welcome to our final Meet the Future segment presented by Kubota. I'm Scott Van Coonen, and with me, as always, is Sportsnet's draft guru, Sam Cosentino. The 2020 NHL Draft was a rebound year for the CHL, with 44 of 60 teams having at least one player selected and 78 players in total joining NHL clubs. Sam, I know it's early. I know only the QMJHL is currently playing, but I got to know, who are the CHL players that we should be watching for the 2021 NHL Draft?
Well, we got to start in the queue. And Zachary Bolduc's a guy I got to watch play a lot last year in Rimouski. He doesn't have the benefit of a Cedric Paré and Alexis Lafreniere, Dmitry Zavgorodny this year. So now he's going to have to elevate his own game. And I think that's going to be really important for him because, you know, when you're a 30-goal scorer as a 16-year-old, you think things are going to come easy. And of course, when you have all that support, things are a little bit easier. There's no question he's a dynamo in the power play. But the one thing that Serge Beausoleil, the head coach over there, tried to instill in him last year was, hey, you have to be better away from the puck. The better you are away from the puck, the more you're going to end up getting it. And so that there's going to be some hard love, I think, learning those lessons this year on a younger Rimouski team. But he's a guy that I have my eye on in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. When we switch to Ontario, I look at Brant Clark. And again, here's a guy that I watched going back to his days playing with Don Mills in minor midget. But a fantastic rookie season with 38 points in 50 some odd games with the Barrie Colts. Big guy who skates well, not afraid to move the puck and to get up there on the rush. So he's a guy that I've been really impressed with through his 16-year-old year. And for the Barrie Colts, most likely the first player selected out of the Ontario Hockey League. Moving to the Western Hockey League, Dylan Guenther's another guy I had the experience to watch quite a bit the last couple of years. And again, a 26-goal guy, over a point per game last year with the Edmonton Oil Kings, but a guy who has helped driving the play. So the goal scoring and the skating really stick out. I've talked to their people over there in Edmonton, and they say he's been working his tail off here during the course of the pandemic. So really interested to see what kind of looks he gets if and when the Western Hockey League resumes play in early January.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what Bolduc does this year in Rimouski as well. And as for Clark, I remember talking to his minor midget coach, and he called him their offenseman rather than. And yeah. I believe Guenther just got loaned out to Sherwood Park to get some play in the Alberta Junior Hockey League, so he'll be on the ice soon too.
Yeah, and he'll be able to stay close to home, and the Oil Kings will be able to monitor his play there, so that'll be a real good fit for sure.
Well, and overall, how do you see the 21 NHL draft stacking up against the 2020 NHL draft?
Well, it's funny because when I look across all three leagues in the CHL, I see some strength once again, maybe not to the high-end degree in which we saw it for the 2020 draft, but definitely enough good players in each of the three leagues where you're talking about putting up good first-round numbers again. I want to pay particular attention really to what's happening in the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League for the reason that this group of players that's now eligible, the 2003 born, were Canada Winter Games gold medalists a couple of years ago. And I think that's real important. There's going to be a lot of guys from that team that you will see, the Robidas, the Malatestas, the Zach Laruz of the world that I think are going to perform well when it comes to this year's draft. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's not as high end all the way around as what we saw during 2020, but I do like the CHL content across all three leagues. And it'll be lots of fun to see how it plays out depending on who gets back on the ice and when.
Well, that Quebec team, I remember defeating an Ontario team led by top prospect for the 2022 NHL draft, Shane Wright. We're getting a little ahead of ourselves there, though.
Yeah, good, real good tournament, and a nice benchmark that if you're into scouting or watching players before their NHL draft year, that's always a really good event to keep its eye on because you have teams from every province that you can hone in on and see what they do in their respective leagues.
Well, thanks for joining me on these, Sam. Really looking forward to getting back to the ice and watching some live action across the CHL, and hopefully we'll get to that in the early new year.
Yeah, I sure hope so too. I look forward to it, Scott.